24 years ago, our family and we moved to the US from Germany. Now, there was a lot of preparation, as you can imagine, a lot of excitement, a lot of moving forward, leaping off in faith and trusting that this was the right decision. Well, everything worked out wonderful, but the congregation in Virginia where we served was not open and affirming, and when the conversation became about becoming all-inclusive and all-welcoming, we found ourselves in a very challenging position. So it felt like not quite sure. Well, all the excitement, all the positive energy and all was kind of pretty much drained out of it. So we found ourselves in a challenging situation and struggled and had meetings and trying to make it work out. Well, came to be that we moved from that congregation here to Selinsgrove, here to St. Paul's. But why I bring this up is all of our excitement, all of our joy, everything we had hoped for kind of didn't turn out quite as positive as we had hoped. And we all know of those situations in our lives, don't we? Don't we all? We have had some of our excitement, some of our dreams, just like the disciples who walked to Emmaus. They had hoped this Jesus would set them free, would pretty much bring a new age for all of Israel, for their community, that they would be all excited, all new future and all hopes. But it didn't turn out as they had expected. So, what do we do when things don't work out as we wish and hope they would? Our scripture reading describes that Jesus is joining them on the road, on the journey. Let me ask you this question because I don't fully understand it. Why did they not recognize Jesus? They had walked with him for 3 years. They had known him inside and out. They had witnessed the miracles. They had witnessed his love, his care. They had witnessed him over meals, over everything. So, what happened? Our scriptures say they did not recognize Jesus. Did he shave his head and his beard? Did he change eye colors? Did he change his accent? Why did they not recognize him? Why? Any idea? I wonder sometimes whether Jesus met them on the road, on the journey, unrecognized by just listening, caring, and understanding them. Like, have you ever had someone who just listens in and cares and tell me more about it? What was it like? And that's what Jesus does. He walks with them, they're heartbroken, and he asks them, well, what happened? Tell me more. What happened? And they can share what is weighing them down. They share their dreams came crashing down. They were really concerned and worrying, and it says their heads were kind of down. They were crushed. What if the person who listens and cares for us becomes Jesus to us? What if we become, in the caring and in the listening, Jesus' presence to those who are struggling and those who are suffering, those who are hurting. Now, what happens next on the journey? And for me, this is a key piece. As they walk, as they share, Jesus does as if he continues to walk. And then they stop him and invite him in. This stranger they do not recognize, they don't know that it's Jesus. So they invite him, and over inviting him in, something sacred happened, some transformation happened. Over the Thanksgiving, Jesus takes the bread, he gives thanks. Have you ever experienced that saying thank you, living, having your life, being a living Thanksgiving transforms something, changes something? You feel the burning heart, you feel God at work in your life, you feel like this is more than simple bread, simple meal. This is more the presence of love in the meal that is revealed right there. And right then, they recognize him, and at the same time, Jesus disappears. And they are transformed. Weren't our hearts burning? There is something about our hearts. Someone said, and I think there is a deep truth in this, a lot of our faith journey takes place when we connect our head with our heart. Our head often tries to find explanations, try to understand. We read, we try to get it all clear, logical and all. But I think and I believe that the heart is the center of our faith. When it comes to the faith of who we are, we come back to our heart. That's where the transformation happens for these disciples who are walking heartbroken to Emmaus. Their hearts are open. Some transformation happens in their heart, and they describe it in hindsight as burning heart, some energy in their heart. Have you ever had this sense of something is going on? I don't quite see it, I don't quite understand it, but some energy that your heart is beating, there is more to it, there is a presence there. It's unfolding, the warming of the heart, someone described it, or whatever makes you come alive, what makes you shine, what gives you buoyancy, what carries you through the challenges. That's what is at the heart of it. And to me, this whole passage is a song to friendship. These two disciples walking together. You have a friend walking with you, means the world. I remember Gail and Jeanette in 3rd grade. They just moved in the neighborhood. They came over to play together. And it started with, "Will you be my friend?" They have been best friends ever since. Who is a friend, a good friend for you? And to whom can you become a friend? Guess what? Every person who is a friend and to whom you're a friend has been a stranger before you met them. Isn't that true? Haven't known them. What made them become friends? You're leaning in. You being that friend to them. I love this story because it speaks of brokenness, it speaks of heartache, it speaks of Jesus walking with us through the challenges and the faith that we're not walking by ourselves, even through the darkness. I love this story. It speaks to me. How does it speak to you?